Hey guys, Scott here, Pine Barren Craftsman. I've hadn't had a video like this in a while. I wanted to do a quick review. Anytime I can think of something pops in my head, I go for it. I took a little break from taking these videos because I was doing a lot of outdoor work. It's been nice weather, and I haven't had any drive to do anything like this. And it just hit me today when this delivery showed up. The brown truck showed up with some goodies. So last year, I tried a product on my Chevy Silverado. It's an '04 Chevy. I had just replaced some frame components and it was rusted, and I wanted to put a coating on it that would protect it. I also spent quite a bit of money on a professional company that sprays, rubberized protectant, which is more of like a factory replacement application. So it's a company that does frame, you know, rust prevention. That's in the area. I think we spent $1,500 on it. So that was my 2017 GMC Denali, and this specific brand of rust preventative is what I tried last year, and I just got it again. So this is the PB Blaster Work It Like a Pro Blaster products. I spent a lot of time doing some research on this stuff on the internet, and there was this one guy that he just took all the names, all the brands that you would use. I think he had WD-40, fluid film, wool wax, some Duplicolor products, some old tried methods like just straight motor oil, diesel fluid or transmission fluid mixtures, all these different types of preventatives. And he said, he did this research, and this is like my number one thing that I did even in like high school. Go to the person that's doing the research and find out from them what they think, and then just use their hard work, give them credit for it. So this is a guy on the internet. You probably search, frame rust prevention, and it come right up. He's like the first guy. He's got like over 1 million views. So I basically went off of his deal. He put his metal plates along the side of the road, and everything that was getting hit by the side of the road and a local, street there. And he also, I think he put salt on each of them and sprayed it with salt before he put them outside. So he left them in the elements for a full year, and he found that this product actually had the best rust prevention. And, it's a PB Blaster product. Rust Belt Warriors, I guess. It looks like a made in the USA flag. Can is really cool. It's a nice feeling can. I don't see the little spray sticks, which is a bummer. That's one thing that I'm going to put a red mark. You don't have the little squirters that would be here. Little straws, I should say. It says here, let me look at the can. I tried this a year ago on my Chevy Silverado, where I replaced the frame, and what it did was it stayed wet. I think it's a lanolin-based product. Contains petroleum distillate, there's some warnings on here, hazards, whatever. But it stayed wet and attracted the road dust that's on my dirt road, and then it sealed it up. Like, I didn't see any rust breaking through of it yet, and that's been just 1 year. My other product that I used on the other truck flaked off, and underneath is rust. So this stays wet, from what I could see. It stays wet-ish. Work It Like a Pro. No drip. Mild cedar fragrance. Protects all metals. Extreme moisture wicking action. Long-lasting lubrication. Safe lanolin-based formula. They say safe. So danger right after that. Extremely flammable liquid and vapor cause flash fire. Vapor is harmful to the eyes and skin. Irritant contents under pressure. So keep out of your kids' stuff. No mess application. The Comfort Control Spray button provides nice, even coverage that lasts up to 2 years. No dripping, which I can say, at least after 1 year, it looks pretty damn good. So I bought 2 cases of this. I want to say they were $60 a case. I want to say. It might be $60 total. I got to get back to you on that. Shake the can, hold 6 to 8 inches away from surface, spray with can upright. Can be applied over tightly adhering rust or dry or damp surfaces. So this goes on anything. I'm really impressed with it. I wouldn't say anything about it to you guys if I didn't think it was as decent. It has like the fluid film. I never used it, but I hear a lot about it. And one of the biggest gripes was, I guess, it washes off. I'm talking Chevy trucks now. Fords have, I think, a painted frame. Chevy has a coating that's on them from the factory. I don't know if this would remove that, so be careful. Maybe you want to talk to the manufacturer about that. All metal surfaces and moving parts, lawn equipment, home, automotive, marine, farm, industrial, recreational equipment. Keep that in mind. I also used a product that I talked about last year, which was called Salt Gun. So I don't know how the Salt Gun shouldn't affect this, but I'm going to use this on both trucks now. And you got to work, process of elimination. Like start at one end of the truck, or even under one side of the truck. You can work from left to right or front to back, but it's going to drip down. Okay, I mean, especially if you put it on something that maybe you didn't realize it was close and it puts on a little thick, you're going to get drips. So it's going to come down onto you. So maybe you go in the grass, go in an area where you don't care about the spooges dropping down. Watch your eyes. There's a lot of components in these frames nowadays that are not able to be seen. So you got to get in places. And the Chevy has a long tube. That's actually what rusted out on the back of the bed. That holds the gas tank on, and it holds a shock mount on this 04 Chevy, and that whole piece was gone. So I cut that out. You watch one of my videos, I'll show you. I kind of did a play-by-play with the replacing it. But I got this off of Amazon. You could do a search. Make sure it's the surface shield. Don't just use PB Blaster, okay? A lot of people were like, WD-40, PB Blaster, penetrating. This is specifically lanolin-based for that. It's got a bigger nozzle on it, looks like, just to get the spatters out without it being all snotty. I think I used all 12 on one truck. So I might have misspoke. I might have said I could do this on both trucks. I'm going to try it because I did it once before. Maybe it won't be as bad. I sprayed this on the bottom of the bed, on the rockers, inside rockers, the inner sills, I should say, behind the fender, anywhere that there's metal. If you guys did a cow cut on your Chevy truck to get your big tires and your stick outs, this is good to keep spraying in those areas that you cut. I did put it on the black front bumper of my truck, but that coating that's been on that from the factory, it's a big heavy duty metal bumper, didn't seem to penetrate in because that stuff was so thick. It's not going to penetrate through a coating. And, you got to kind of flake off what's peeling and then use this stuff. And you're not going to spray anything. You're not going to paint over this ever again. So if you do this, I'm thinking that you're not going to be spray painting spray bombs on this. So if you don't like, this is a clear formula, but it kind of gets darker as it gets the road grime. So basically what they're doing is they're collecting the dust into this system, which my feeling would attract moisture, but because it's lanolin based, it stays wet. Like you could power wash it off, and it's still sticky in a way that it did a really good job. I drove that truck every day, snow plowing, and I'd recommend it. Give it a shot. Maybe you don't want to buy a full case, buy a can, and do your own little test. Test it on your jack stands, in your garage, or test it on something that is going to be exposed metal. Like my jack stands in my garage get hit with a lot of salt because when you're pulling with the trucks, there's puddles. Inevitably, the water will evaporate and the salt stays. So in the summer, we got to sweep that all out and try to get the salt out of the concrete. Maybe you could use this for other stuff, like whatever, boats, marine, saltwater, whatever recreational equipment is. Give it a shout. Let me know what you think. Made in America since 1957. And don't spray this on hot stuff. Don't put it on your headers. Don't put it on your exhaust. Tape that stuff off or bag it up or do something. And don't spray it inside your air cleaner. I wouldn't put it on the engine or anywhere on the motor compartment. I'd leave it just under the truck, on the frame, under the bumper areas, and places of real deep abuse, just to save money on it, because you don't want to get so crazy with it that you got to buy like hundreds of dollars of this stuff. I think it should be fine. Let me know what you think. Get back to me if you guys try it. And like, share, subscribe, put on notifications. Continue to keep a lookout for new content. I got some updates with the different project cars I was working on. And my wood pile has been the big conversation of the moment. I'm finally getting the pile ready for winter. So anyway, see you. Thanks for watching.